How to develop a relationship with God. I know God loves every one of us, and He really want to see us have that. He really want to have a relationship with each and every one of us, because there is nothing more important on this earth than having an intimate relationship with God. There is nothing, absolutely nothing more important. What are you without God in you? Like, for me, I know I'm nothing. I'm nothing without God, and that's why I'm striving my way to actually build that relationship with God. You have to be willing to trust God. Oh my goodness. Some of us, we don't really have the patience to trust. It's like we want to do things and we want it done now, and we don't want to be patient for it. We will pray about something and then we have doubts. You cannot pray, you cannot be praying to have a relationship with God that you have doubts. Like, how long is it gonna take? Like, what do I need to do, or what have you? It's a process. You have to be patient to go through the process. You have to actually first you have to discipline your mind. You have to discipline your mind on how to trust God. You really, trust is very important. For example, I would say, what is an actual, like that? Okay, let me just put God in aside for a second. What is a relationship like you a regular relationship with your spouse or your boyfriend and girlfriend if you don't have a choice or trust? What is your relationship with your spouse or your girlfriend or boyfriend if you don't have trust within you? Because it's like the people, they say, if a trust is broken, it's broken. Because, for example, if you trust somebody so much and then they cheat on you and stuff like that, you'll find it hard to trust them, right? Good. But God is not like that. God is whole different, because why? He is not a human. The same way we try to trust somebody, we can trust God in every process that we try to do, because He's a God of His word. If whatever God said in His word, He makes sure it come to pass. It always manifests. So you always have to trust God. You cannot doubt God. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 to 6. It said, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. And then 6 said, in all your ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your path. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. Like I said earlier, you can't be trusting in God for something and then you want to do the bypass around. Like, okay, I'm trusting, yeah, but I'm not patient to wait, so I'm just going to go figure out another way and stuff like that. The Bible says he wants us to trust in Him with all our heart and lean not on our own understanding. Don't think that we can do it all by ourselves. And He will direct our path. And then it's in 6, in all our ways we should acknowledge God. We should always acknowledge God for who He is. We should thank Him for everything. We should thank Him for being who He say He is. Acknowledge the Lord, because that's all part of trusting God. Don't compare yourself with others. In other words, if you're building a relationship with God, your relationship with God should not be compared with other people's relationship with God. The Bible usually say, not all that say Lord, Lord shall enter the kingdom of heaven. I'm sure we all aware of that. We know that, So if you see me out here, or if you see your brother or sister carrying his Bible 24/7, reading and what have you, does not mean his relationship with God is more stronger than yours. He could just be reading from his lips. He could read the whole Bible and does not have wisdom of understanding, knowledge, or anything. So don't think, oh my God, he's so good. I mean, I really admire his relationship with God. He always carrying his Bible, or she always carrying her Bible. Oh my God, I'm still behind. No, do not do that. Do not compare yourself. You are building your own relationship for yourself. You're not building it for others. So one, do not compare yourself with others, and also do not think that your relationship with God is more better or more stronger than other people. So be consistent with what you have, or what you're trying to do for you and God, for yourself, just to grow in your own, in your own understanding and stuff like that. So, in other words, I say, shut your ear down to the others or what have you, and do not think they're all better than you and stuff like that. Depend on God only for anything. I know some other things is hard, but it's true. Even though sometimes God might seem to be slow, but he's not very slow. He might be slow, but he's sure. So whatever you are doing, do it for God's timing. Depend on him only. Do not try to seek a second opinion or second person, what have you, or try to do it on your own. Depend on God only. God provides for everything that we need on this earth, or whatever we are trying to do, he does it for us. So we have to depend on him only. Another thing, most important thing, would be humble. Be humble. I don't know how to say, like, being humble is so good. You cannot try to be a child of God or building your relationship or being a Christian and you want to be harsh or you want to be, with a big wings and stuff like that. You have to be humble, even if it comes down to the little ones, the big ones. Always humble yourself. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 6 to 7. Okay, 1 Peter 5, 6 to 7 said, therefore, humble yourself under the mighty hand of God, that he may exalt you in due time. Cast all your care upon him, for he cares for you. So when you're doing something, especially when you're doing something that has to do with God, you have to be humble. God loves the humble heart. He loves to see, you swallow your pride, swallow your pride and just be humble in everything that you do. Thank you for watching, and I just hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.